Once upon a time, in a deep forest near a quiet village, there lived a clever fox. The fox was not very big, but he was smart, quick, and always searching for food. Every day, he roamed through the forest looking for rabbits, fruits, or anything else he could eat. Sometimes he was lucky, and sometimes he had to go hungry. One hot summer afternoon, the fox was walking slowly along a dusty path. The sun was shining brightly, and the heat made him feel tired and thirsty. His tongue hung out, and his stomach growled loudly. As he walked, he noticed a beautiful vineyard nearby. The vineyard was full of juicy, ripe grapes hanging from the vines. The bunches looked big, round, and shining in the sunlight. They were purple and green, glowing like little gems. The fox's mouth watered as soon as he saw them. "Oh, how delicious those grapes look," he said to himself. "If only I could taste them, I would not feel hungry any more." He walked closer and stood under the grapevine. But there was one problem. The grapes were hanging very high above him, far out of reach. The fox was clever, but he was not tall. Still, he was determined to try. "Surely I can get them if I jump," he thought. So the fox took a few steps back, gathered all his energy, and leapt into the air. He stretched out his paws, but swish! He missed. The grapes were too high. Not ready to give up, the fox tried again. He stepped back farther, ran faster, and jumped higher. But once again, swish! His paws touched nothing but air. The grapes swayed gently, as if teasing him. The fox panted heavily but refused to surrender. "I will get them this time," he whispered. He tried again and again. Each time he ran faster, jumped higher, and hoped harder. But no matter what he did, the grapes were always just out of reach. His legs grew tired, his throat became dry, and sweat rolled down his furry face. Finally, after many attempts, the fox sat down under the vine, exhausted. He looked up at the grapes one last time. They still hung there, shiny and tempting. For a moment, the fox felt very sad. He had tried his best, but he could not reach them. Then, to comfort himself, he said loudly, "Those grapes are probably sour anyway. They wouldn't taste good. Why should I waste my time on them?" With that, the fox turned away and walked off proudly, though deep inside he still wished he could eat them. The grapes hung quietly on the vine, waiting for someone taller, or perhaps a bird, to come and enjoy them. The moral of the story. This little story teaches us an important lesson. It is easy to despise what you cannot have. The fox wanted the grapes very badly, but when he could not reach them, he pretended that they were not worth having. This is something many people do in real life, too. When we fail at something, we often say, "It was not important anyway," even though we wanted it in our hearts. The story of the fox and the grapes reminds children that 1. We should not give excuses for our failures. 2. Instead of pretending we don't care, we should accept that some things are beyond our reach, or keep working harder until we succeed. 3. Being honest with ourselves is better than making excuses. Why this story is important for kids. Children love animals, and through the fox's adventure, they learn about honesty, effort, and acceptance. The fox is clever, but his behavior shows what happens when we cover our disappointment with excuses. Kids learn that it is okay to fail, but it is not okay to lie to themselves. So next time you see something that feels too difficult, whether it is learning a new skill, studying for a test, or reaching for your goals, remember the fox and the grapes. Don't just say, "It's not worth it." Instead, try your best, and if you fail, try again tomorrow. Who knows? With enough effort, You might get your grapes one day.